More than 3 million households in Britain will receive a letter just before Christmas bearing bad news, telling them how much worse off they'll be once the tax credit changes come into place next April.
The policy is not going to change. It has to be right, as I say, for people to keep more of the money that they earn. And it's an overall package.
Okay.
You can't lift income tax thresholds without, and introduce the national living wage without also taking difficult decisions like the one we are taking on tax credits.
But research from the House of Commons Library suggests the changes will mean the average family affected will be worse off by £1,300 a year. Lone parents will be among those hit the hardest. A charity that supports struggling families estimates a single parent with one child, working 16 hours a week, earning £8,500 a year, will lose £26 a week. A single parent with 2 children at high school, working 2 jobs totalling 16.5 hours a week, will lose £18 per week.
As these proposals stand, too many people will be adversely affected.
For 3 million families, this is an issue about losing £1,200 a year, money they can ill afford to lose.
You don't know who's going to win or who's going to lose money as a result of this. Every time a Chancellor produces a controversial measure, people produce all sorts of figures, but no one actually knows what's going to happen. They don't know the impact on the living wage. They don't know the impact on increased wages, which are now rising faster than they have for years. They don't know about people who change their jobs or work longer hours.
Yes, but
so nobody knows about these figures, but there is always in the Liberal or the Labour Party those who clutch on to calculations as though they're facts.
Lord HESELTINE, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you're not just talking about those in the Liberal Democrat Party and the Labour Party. You're talking about many respected think tanks, and you were talking about what seems to be an increasing number of Tory MPs.
Of course, these are controversial issues, but you have to weigh it against the state of the national economy, where we are piling up debt every week, every day, which somebody, sooner or later, is going to have to pay back.
But is it right that those at the very bottom...
Sorry, can I just finish the sentence? What this government was elected to do was to stop penalising future generations by piling up debt.
But, Lord HESELTINE, this government was elected having promised that it would be a government for hard-working families. You are talking about 3 million families who go out to work, who will be hit hard. Are you saying that that is just the acceptable face of this policy, that that is just what has to happen?
No, I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything of that sort. I'm merely saying that these figures must be treated with a certain scepticism. All forecasts of this sort around controversial policies are designed to stoke up the argument, whereas the reality could be very different. Now, let's just be realistic about this.